Welcome from the Money Show in Orlando. I'm Paul Dykewich, the editorial director of Eagle Financial Publications. I'm also a columnist and an author, and it's my privilege today to be with Hillary Kramer. She heads up the trading service Game Changers, and she also leads a team of really great professionals. So Hillary, welcome.
Thank you, Paul.
So let's talk about your expertise, but I first want to let our viewers know and our listeners that you were described as a one-woman financial powerhouse by the Financial Times. What makes your work special, and what do you really like to invest in the most?
Well, what we do is we find the opportunities. We look for performance. So it's really the multi-pronged approach, and that's what makes Game Changers, Value Authority, Turbo Trader really special, is that we're not just following the momentum like everyone else. We are really finding tomorrow and next year's momentum. So while everyone else might be invested in the FANG stocks and looking at yesterday's social media companies, we're out there finding what's important for tomorrow.
In that strategy, how do you go ahead and find these companies that are not quite above the radar screen for many investors?
Well, it takes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We work from bottom, top. So what we do is we'll look at macro trends. So we'll try to figure out what are the different tastes, what are the different areas that people are moving into, what are legislative changes, geopolitical changes, and then we work it in that way. So we do a lot of baby boomer stocks, for example. So we'll say, okay, there's an area that's of growth that we identified, knee replacements, joint replacements. Okay, now let's drill down and find the company that's most undervalued but has the most growth quarter over quarter on the top line and the bottom line. So in that case, Smith and Nephew, SNN. And we also look for event-driven trades, and that means we always kind of try to put a bottom on a stock, which means that a company is going to either pop because it's going to be acquired, or because there's going to be some good news coming, or a new area, a new joint venture, or the company, has a new product rolling out.
Now, in terms of finding those unknown companies or lesser known companies, and looking at the trends, obviously with the demographics changing, things like joint replacements, knee replacements, etc., will become increasingly frequent and needed. What other types of trends are you seeking in trying to find investments, and are you identifying?
Well, within the baby boomers, so of course, we have the medical equipment, but we're also identifying other areas, and it keeps falling within the medical arena. So of course, there's medical office space that has dividend yields. A lot of that is getting to be a crowded trade. So we look for other areas and companies that are coming back. One, Cantel Medical, CMD, that's a company that we were invested in for many years, made a lot of money for our subscribers, and now we're back in it. These are the medications that are fighting infections that are acquired in hospital. And this is an area of great concern and problematic, and so we look for the best of breed in those areas.
Excellent. And in the next segment, we're going to talk about looking for value, and she'll feature her Value Authority publication.